Tony D and Little Joan somewhere in the house, and this is a screenwriter's rant on Palm Royal, a TV series on Apple TV about Kristen Wiig plays a character who wants to get into high society in 1969. So she infiltrates a fancy hotel and tries to infiltrate a bunch of high society women. I gotta say, it's not something I would watch, but Kristen Wiig is really delivering the goods. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 13, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Look twice. That's Kristen Wiig. Look how hot Kristen Wiig can look. She is a smoke show in this. She looks great. Looks like she dropped some weight, and man, she looks awesome. Where's this Kristen Wiig been? She's doing an accent, and she's doing it well. This is a performance with tons of confidence. How the hell did Kristen Wiig not start doing this from the beginning? She is rocking this. Absolutely rocking this. Also, Carol Burnett's in it. That's not her. She's in here somewhere. I don't think it's a major role. Laura Dern and Bruce Dern are also in it. A couple of other people. It's got a pretty big cast. I mean, that's not a great shot of her, but, like, she looks great. She just looks fantastic in this. Josh Lucas. What's in it? Who else is in this? Ricky Martin's in it, too. So, yeah, Ricky Martin is in it. Not a big actor, but surprising. I don't know who he is. I don't know who she is or she is. But I don't know her. Laura Dern, Alice Janney. I've seen her in a bunch of stuff. Carol Burnett, special guest star. Bruce Dern, special guest star. So you got some interesting cast members here. So it's a crazy time. I'll say this. March 20th it begins streaming. Hollywood is utterly obsessed with this era. 1969, this year, they have made so many things about it. And that to me is part of the problem. They've made too many things about it. They've retread this again and again and again. Do they get it right? It doesn't even matter at this point, because the people who would have lived in this era and maybe known what the Palm Royal was and been there, they're in their 80s, 70s, 80s at least, or they're dead. So, you know, they don't really remember the time. Anybody older or younger, like in their 60s, maybe they kind of remember some things. I'm 57. Like, I was 3 in 1969. So what do I remember from the era? Nothing. Black and white TVs. That's about it. So you don't have a huge audience that even remembers this era anymore. That's a problem. Now, it doesn't mean the audience can't relate to it if it's kind of a universal story, and it sort of is. She wants to be in high society. But it's the details that matter, and the details are what they won't remember. People don't remember smoking everywhere, drinking everywhere, you know, a more traditional atmosphere where everybody's in a traditional relationship for the most part, because they're probably woke it up. I think they jammed in a gay love affair in this. Again, not that they didn't exist, but the focus of Hollywood will make it feel like there were more relationships than that, and they were more important in the era when they weren't. In my view, it skews what it was really like. Now, again, there's not a lot of people around who would know what it was really like, but if you turn it into something from the modern era, then it's not really 1969, is it? I mean, I hardly see anybody smoking. Everybody in this should be smoking their brains out. There should be nary a person without a cigarette in their mouth. That happened in the 70s, 1969. Oh my God. Oh, here, have a cigarette. It's the best thing in the world for you. I mean, they had cigarettes on television being advertised on cartoons. The Flintstones did a commercial about cigarettes. Where are the cigarettes in this? The whole set should reek of cigarettes. Oh, right. Yeah, the modern sensibilities of these actors. Oh, they don't want to smell cigarette smokes. Well, they fake it all the time. There's a million ways to fake the cigarette smoke. They can add it all in post for one thing, and just pretend the smoke. I barely see a cigarette in this thing. That all being said, Kristen Wiig is delivering a very entertaining performance, at least. She's got a lot of energy. Her accent's on point, and she looks really, really good. Better than I've ever seen her in any movie, quite frankly. Where was this hot Kristen Wiig? Why wasn't she this hot in her younger years? You put her in outfits like this in all the other movies she'd been in? Oh, I'd have watched those movies. Yeah, I'd have been like, ooh, Kristen Wiig's a smoke show. What the hell? So, yeah, why do you wait until she's older and finally give her a movie and she looks good? I mean, she's obviously wearing a wig, but still, she looks great. And who's this appeal to? Well, it's probably going to mostly appeal to women because it's about high society and this woman screwing over that woman and who's sleeping with who and blah, blah, blah. Not really my forte, but you parade Kristen Wiig in a bikini. I might watch a couple of scenes. You got to put something in there for the guys too, ladies. But it's on Apple TV. You'll binge it, whatever. Not really a 3-act breakdown here. I'm not sure how long you could sustain this thing. Maybe go back and forth for a few seasons and then it's over. I think it's based on a book, though, so let's read the write-up. You're formally invited to step inside Palm Beach's most exclusive club starring Kristen Wiig, Ricky Martin, Josh Lucas, Lisa Beebe, Amber Chardice Robinson, and Kaya Gerba with Laura Dern, Allison Janney, plus special guest Carol Burnett and Bruce Dern. Palm Royale premieres March 20th. Palm Royale is a true underdog story that follows Maxine Simmons, Kristen Wiig, as she endeavors to break into the Palm Beach high society as Maxine attempts to cross the impermeable line between the haves and the haves-not. Palm Royale asks the same question that still baffles us today. How much of yourself are you willing to sacrifice to get what someone else has? Okay? Set during the powder keg year of 1969, Palm Royale is a testament to every outsider fighting for their chance to truly belong? Oh, that's a weird pitch. Loosely based on the novel Mr. and Mrs. American Pie. Loosely based, huh? Man, when Hollywood says it's loosely based, oh boy, they must have drove right off the reservation for this thing. By Juliet McDaniel and produced by Apple TV, by Apple Studios, it was written, executive produced, and showrun by Abe Sylvia for Aunt Sylvia's Moving Pictures. Okay. It's a weird name. Produced by Laura Dern and Jamie Lemons for Jaywalker Pictures. Kristen Wiig, Katie O'Connell Marsh, Tate Taylor, John Norris, blah, 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 blah. Directed by Taylor, Sylvia, Claire Scanlon, and Stephanie Lang. Okay, ladies. So is it fiction or not? Was there a real Palm Royale? I don't know. You jam a lot of stuff in here. I guess women could maybe find it appealing for the back and forth with the high society and the clothes and the time period to some extent. You know, when women were women and men were men and feminism was brand new and, oh, we're going to fight for our rights and that kind of stuff. I'm sure you're going to jam a bunch of that stuff in it. So we'll see where this goes. But again, I think this is like old news for the most part. You're just retreading it again and again and again. 1969, Woodstock, landing on the moon, MLK, Vietnam War, a turbulent time in America. I'd say if you wanted to do a real risk, you could do the same story in the modern era. Yeah, but you'd have to take out the stuffed shirts of the wokies and their weird political views and views on race and gender and all that kind of stuff. Oh, we don't want to challenge that. Yeah, because most of you are probably in that world. Most of you are going to those country clubs today. And you're the fancy people with your oh so wonderful opinions that we're going to have to wait 20, 30 years down the road when it's safe. When it's then safe to criticize you. Oh, and then, then it'll be okay. Then it'll be okay to criticize those woke people. Because then you won't be woke anymore, right, Hollywood? Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. I will be at the I Heart Horror Convention tomorrow, Saturday, from 11 a.m. to about 8 p.m., 8:30. This is in Sayreville, New Jersey, at the VFW 4669 575 Journey Mill Road in Sayreville, New Jersey. So, hope to see you there. We'll see you